pride in football.
This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Go. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from Lambeau. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
And the drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. And, Charles, you look at this defense. They were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a gain of 3. First down, Minnesota.
Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. This defense for the Packers, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And with the playoffs ahead, this is how you build momentum, because they pitched a shutout last week, and I don't care who you're playing. That's not easy to do at this level, and they're playing their best football at the right time of year.
Toward the sideline, intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Packers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the Packers who won that game on the road, so they'll be trying to win the season series here at home in Lambeau. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
13 yards, first down, Packers. They'll set up a throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And the Vikings
will take over possession here up at the 44. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
That throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Brought down that time by Quay Walker.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
Over the middle and complete to Addison.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Stevenson fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
They'll go with no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. We're scoreless after 1. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away.
Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. He'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 49, right to the 35. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now this throw caught left side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season.
And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Now the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession
as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
He did a fine job there not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Lucas Van Ness
able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back.
And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they can very well be that team and gain the confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 4.
He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding it.
Touchdown, Packers! Jaden Reed, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the result, a Green Bay score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the football going back to the Vikings offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
The Vikings in the hurry out there, hustling up to the line. 2nd and 4. Down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. They're going to look to throw. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he is caught. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw again. Over the middle, it's complete. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
The line of scrimmage is the 3 as they look to cash in on 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down. He has been nearly impossible to throw all year long. If it was me, I'd say he could go ahead and book that trip to the NFL Award Show in February. He's going to be Defensive Player of the Year, I think. What do you think?
I would agree with you, and the reason why, because he takes the ball away, because he gets to the football. The only way a defensive back ever wins this award is because they have a number of interceptions, takeaways, knockdowns, all that. And it all together, he's created a lot of big plays.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. That's going to be caught downfield by Reed. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down.
Only 2 quarters of football left in the regular season. Everybody's excited to get to the playoffs. So excited that we're just going to skip right over halftime and get back to the action. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And
touchdown, Packers.
Christian Watson,
31 yards.
And the Packers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Jordan Addison in the offense out for another drive.
And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it. They think this is okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver, you should expect a few passes to come your way too, because I've got to kick coverage in his direction.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
They go play action here on first down.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass
and turn into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. They couldn't get anything going there out of the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
So many times we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd and 6. His throw is going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now back to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
They're going to try and throw.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by a Caleb Evans.
There he goes, right side. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Only a yard on the pickup there, 2nd and goal.
Stevenson again.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Ramondre Stevenson
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Vikings take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Kevin O'Connell choosing to leave his guys out there, and they'll go for 2. Now this is going to be a quarterback draw.
And he's not going to get in as a try for 2 comes up empty. So they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he returns this to the 22. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you...
They've got his man complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
39 yards there, a big one.
When they needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Wide open receiver complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
Well, these Packers and these Packer fans really thrive in the cold temperatures here at Lambeau. And their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Vikings now heading on to the field.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Lucas Van Ness
Picks up his second sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Back to throw.
checking this down to Stevenson.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Give him now 1,062 catches in his career. And I'm looking at the list here. That ties him with Andre Johnson.
And I wonder if he ever wrote Andre Johnson's name down and that number and said, that's where I'm trying to go. That's what I'm trying to get to. If so, congratulate yourself. You are there. That means you rank amongst the best that have ever done it.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That's complete once again to Hopkins. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. They'll set up to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
Ramondre Stevenson.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
So take away the touchdown there, as that's going to be ruled an incomplete pass.
He'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Vikings.
His third rushing touchdown on the year, his fifth overall. And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Vikings 23.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Now come the Packers for their next drive as we take a look at the playoff race in the NFC coming into the weekend.
Well, as we know, they have already clinched the NFC North, a wild card game waiting for them to open the postseason, and they have earned the right to host it, Charles, in front of the home crowd.
And this is a division with a lot of history and legacy. If you're a team to take the crown out of this group, you've already proven you're one of the names to watch in the NFC playoffs. I think they'll be an incredibly tough out in the postseason.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Packers. Jaden Reed, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Point after try forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Pretty clean and simple there, just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
And now out comes Minnesota.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards the gain for number 18. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 39. They'll drop to throw.
And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson.
And quickly they get to the line. 2nd and 5.
They'll get this underneath to Stevenson.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is intercepted. And that should do it.
Picked up by Jamin Davis. And the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now they go screen. It's complete. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
That one caught downfield by Watson.
Touchdown!
Christian Watson with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Packers have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game.
42. Vikings 23.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
There's a glimpse of Justin Jefferson, the wide receiver, as he and the Minnesota Vikings return back here on offense.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes.
And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He finds his man complete. That's Reed. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
Now 2nd and 6. At the Vikings 9-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. And it's a Packers touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Looking to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
So it goes from a 3-score to a 4-score lead here in the closing moments of the 4th quarter. And whether they got that bonus touchdown or not, it's been a pretty impressive performance.
And they did it with not much time left. But they took what little time was on the clock and used it well, didn't they? Put a real exclamation point on their win with that score.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made.